If you are anything like me, you probably spend most of your day looking at screens. Cell phone screens, TVs, and computers all really run our lives. Now, I've tried some options to reduce pesky blue light and headaches from screens, but to no avail.
My eyes! The goggles do nothing! Nothing!
Now things are coming up for old RGT though, thanks to the GMG Performance line of glasses. Advanced exposure to blue light will probably make us all blind when we are in retirement homes, but the GMG Performance line of glasses could potentially save the day. The glasses are super lightweight, very comfortable, and most importantly, block out those pesky blue light rays that are so damaging to our eyes. They come in a variety of different styles, such as the Optimizer, the Osiris, and my personal favorite, the Oranos. And right now, for Black Friday 2020, you can actually save 50% off the entire line of GMG Performance glasses by using the link in the description box down below, which is the best savings of the year. Look good and feel good on those long editing or gaming nights and preserve your eyes. Thanks to GMG Performance for sponsoring this video. The month of December is nearly here. Kris Kringle will be coming down your chimney. Maybe if you were a good person this year. And of course, we got to talk about new Nintendo Switch games. What's coming out on the Nintendo Switch in the month of December? Well, I mean, that's why I'm here. What's going on, guys? I'm RGT85. If this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But without any further ado, let's talk about the Nintendo Switch games for the month of December. Starting things off, we have Empire of Sin on December 1st. Now, this is the latest game from the gaming great John Romero, but it's not a first-person shooter. Instead, it's a 1920s Chicago Mafia style game known as Empire of Sin. Your basic goal is to take over Chicago as the ultimate kingpin by taking over businesses, extorting people, and of course whacking those who stand in your way. Now, the game has an isometric style of viewpoint, and the combat looks a lot like XCOM style, which I think should make it pretty fun. It seems like it's a pretty open world, and I like that about the game as there's going to be a lot of different areas to explore. The game is even a bit roguelike in that every playthrough has different businesses and different characters taking over things, meaning that there's a ton of replay value if the game is fun. Everything I've seen from the game so far looks really promising, and I think it'll be a great fit for the Nintendo Switch when it comes out on December 1st. On December 2nd, we have Sam & Max Save the World Remastered. Now, this game originally released way back in 2006 on Windows-based PCs, but Sam & Max quickly garnished a cult following with its interesting characters, witty writing, and classic Telltale gameplay that legions of people love. The original adventure is now getting a remaster, and it's coming out on December 2nd, and honestly, I think it looks great. The trailer has a bunch of funny humor and writing in it, the updated character models look fantastic, there's new music in the game as well, and you get to solve petty crimes with this buddy cop duo with a variety of puzzles. Sam & Max Save the World Remastered is coming out on the Nintendo Switch on December 2nd and might be a bit of a hidden gem. On December 3rd, we have Immortals Fenyx Rising. Now, what happens when you mix elements of games like God of War, Kid Icarus, and The Legend of Zelda? You end up with Immortals Fenyx Rising from Ubisoft, which will be releasing on December 3rd. Now, this is taking place in an open world, and you play as a character named Fenyx, who has to save various Greek gods and the land from a curse that has fallen upon it. You can customize the look of Fenyx to your liking as well if you're into that sort of stuff. Now, the gameplay consists of both ranged and melee attacks, which gets upgrades as you progress throughout your playthrough of this open world adventure. There's puzzles, there's side quests, and of course, massive boss battles to encounter in this game as well, and what really should be an epic adventure. I will definitely be doing a video on this game because everything I've seen so far looks very promising, and really it's kind of a game that has the potential to fly under the radar. But keep your eyes on the Fenyx with Immortals Fenyx Rising when it comes out on December 3rd. On December 4th, we have John Wick Hex. Now, I like Keanu Reeves, but I've never watched a John Wick film, so I don't really know much about the character besides the fact that, well, he just kind of shoots people. But John Wick Hex is coming out on the Nintendo Switch on December 4th, and maybe a game that you're interested in. The tagline has become the Baby Yaga, which I'm guessing is different than becoming the Baby Yoda, and I really have no idea what it means. Now, the game does use a cel-shaded visual style that honestly I think looks pretty clean, and the gameplay seems pretty fun by mapping sort of quick decision making with that strategic XCOM style of gameplay, making it a pretty unique hybrid. Maybe I'll binge the movies and snag John Wick Hex on December 4th. Let me know in the comments down below if it's something I'd enjoy. Also on December 4th, we have Fitness Boxing 2 Rhythm and Exercise. Work off those Thanksgiving calories you packed on from all the turkey and stuffing with this exercise-based motion game. You pick a trainer, you pick an exercise routine, and then you do your exercises. Don't sit on the couch and do it though, you gotta get into it. I wanna see you sweat, pouring sweat. Fitness Boxing 2 Rhythm and Exercise adds in a new 2-player mode so that you can get your significant other or your fat uncle into shape as well. I obviously have no interest in this game, but you might, so I wanted to highlight it, and it comes out on December 4th. Fire Emblem has become a huge franchise in North America, and for the first time ever, the original Famicom Fire Emblem is being officially translated and brought to the Nintendo Switch on December 4th with Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light. Experience the 8-bit game that started it all off and enjoy the origin story of the Fire Emblem world. I think this release is interesting because you never really see Nintendo localize old games that never came stateside, so hopefully it opens up the doors for more possibilities. Now, some people were upset that this wasn't included in the Nintendo Switch Online service, but I feel like the translation patch makes up for the $5.99 entry point to play it. There's also a collector's edition of the game too, but that sold out in like 2 seconds and I didn't get to buy it. Yay. What happens when you mix Puyo Puyo and Tetris together for a second time? Well, you get Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 coming to the Nintendo Switch on December 4th. You can mix and match both gameplay styles of Puyo Puyo and Tetris in order to create your own sort of weird puzzle game. The game offers a new adventure mode, updated graphics and audio, and has improved online with league play and free play for up to 4 players that honestly should add a lot of fun to the game. Personally, I'm good with the original Puyo Puyo Tetris, but if you are craving an updated version of the game, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 will give you the fix you need on December 8th. Collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legend comes to the Nintendo Switch on December 15th, and as the title states, it's a collection of Final Fantasy games. This collection includes the Final Fantasy Legend, the Final Fantasy Legend 2, and the Final Fantasy Legend 3, all of which released on the original Game Boy and are being brought over to the Nintendo Switch in this package with some updated features as well. There's a quick save and load feature, there's a character speed boost, there's adjustable screen magnification, there's a Game Boy display mode that looks like the original Game Boy screen layout, and of course there's new stuff like new music and illustrations that round out this package, along with different borders you can use on the screen as well. Now, I've actually never played any of these games, but I am a fan of old school Final Fantasy titles, so I'll probably end up checking out this title on December 15th, and you might want to as well. Another compilation of retro games on the Nintendo Switch? Surely you jest, surely. But yes, the Aleste Collection, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's just how I always say it, is coming out on the Nintendo Switch on December 24th. This compilation features 4 games that have already released. Aleste / Power Strike, which came out originally on the Master System, Power Strike 2, which came out on the Master System but was never released outside of Europe, Aleste GG, which is the Game Gear game, and Aleste GG 2, which was also a Game Gear game, but it also features a brand new game, Aleste GG 3 for the Game Gear. Now, this series is a vertical shoot 'em up, and honestly it's pretty fun, but the only game I've ever played in the franchise is Robo Aleste on the Sega CD. There's a fancy physical version of this game if you're a big fan of it as well, and the digital will probably suffice for me. It comes out on December 24th though, right in time for Santa to poop down your chimney, so be on the lookout for it. Now, those are all the games that we have confirmed thus far for the Nintendo Switch in the month of December 2020, but there are 2 games that I just want to briefly mention because they might still come out this year. They still have a 2020 release, but we don't know if that's actually going to hit the mark. The first game is, of course, Baldo. I think this game looks absolutely fantastic. The visual style looks absolutely breathtaking, but it's been a while since we've heard about Baldo, so I feel like it might be a 2021 game at this point, but there is still a chance that it will come out on the Nintendo Switch in December. And the second game is Skater XL, which of course released for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One over the summer. The Nintendo Switch version was supposed to come out around the same time. It did get delayed. I just want a proper skateboarding game for the Nintendo Switch. I think it's like the perfect system for it. So I do hope that it will get a surprise release in the month of December as well. And then there's Doom Eternal. Some people feel that Doom Eternal will also come out on the Nintendo Switch at some point in December based on what we've heard from Bethesda. Of course, this game will be a digital digital only release for the Nintendo Switch, which definitely kind of sucks. You know, they've known this for quite a while. Why couldn't they just come out and say it from the get-go that this game was going to get delayed and then get a digital only release on the Nintendo Switch? But I digress. I guess it's better to come out at least in one way, shape, or form than in any other. But let me know in the comments section down below what you think of this list of games. Do you plan on picking up any of these games, or are you good? You already have a big backlog, because I really have a massive backlog, but I will probably still buy stuff because I have a problem. And as always, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out other videos on the channel. Once again, I want to give a huge thank you to GMG Performance Glasses for sponsoring this video. Like I said, you can save 50% off their whole entire line of glasses right now by checking out the link in the description box down below for their Black Friday deals. And as always, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.